Previously on Resident Evil Revelations.
We TV series now.
Indeed.
The signal was lost over the ocean.
I mean, we want to make video games more like movies and television, so it has to be more like this.
Apparently.
I like the camera angles that they use for the previews, though. At least they look cool.
What, 'cause you get to stare at Jill's ass?
Maybe.
This is not good. Where are you, Chris?
Like that camera angle. That was good.
Chris! What is this?
I still like that they went to the effort to do, like, this sort of thing.
Yeah, it's really nice, especially for LPs. Makes jobs easier for me. It's a double mystery.
You double mystery!
Somewhere in nondescript Europe.
Well, all of Europe is exactly, it's just one small place.
Yeah. Now we're introduced to new characters. With butt.
Slow down, Chris.
Chris. That name sounds familiar.
I wonder who it is.
My feet are killing me.
Our source indicates the camp.
Also, I'm pretty sure Chris's mom dresses him because he has a beanie and a military hat, but no sleeves.
But I still can't make contact.
No, I think that's just Chris being a fucking beefcake.
Yeah. I'm too hardcore. I don't need sleeves in the mountains, but my head is cold. So Chris has a new weapon. Somehow he gets the shotgun, but not Jill.
Well, Jill isn't the master of shotgunning.
Nah, she's the master of sticking hand in orifices. Also, this is weird. Chris and Jessica have the Genesis gun.
The plane! My God, it crashed.
9/11, never forget.
Shouldn't be any shipping routes in this area.
This is Europe's 9/11. Veltro.
Veltro was on the money.
Veltro. All terrorists in Europe are supervillains, like in G.I. Joe.
Yes, and they all have a dude that's in a cowl that blows up. So I noticed this like the first time I saw this, but why does Chris have a sewing kit?
Well, Chris has got a sensitive side.
Really?
No,
I
it's
mean, you can
tactical sewing for when I rip my shirts.
like you can't tell when he's punching a boulder. We will never live that down.
Yeah, I know about like how infamous that is, and I haven't even played that game.
Mm-hmm. Apparently RE6 took it to another level, but that's Resident Evil 6. God, those fire textures look so bad.
Well, it's the 3DS.
What the hell were they carrying?
Yeah, but it looks like some of them are animated at like so low frames.
Yay, I love to read.
I do too. Because handling zombies requires extreme caution.
I'm surprised Chris actually can read.
These are all moon runes to me. Jessica, what is this?
I actually don't think I read any of this stuff in the game, like, I just didn't
You
care.
gotta have the RE plot. Also, you gotta be sure to
Do I?
tranquilize zombies every hour.
Uh-oh. What is it?
Yeah.
Is that like Zombrex?
Yeah, you gotta tranquilize the zombie every hour, on the hour, or else this happens. This is future planning for evil corporations. Capcom is training the future.
How many evil corporations does Resident Evil Land have anyway?
Man, this place looks like shit.
So, I forget, is there a plot reason why there are no corpses in the plane, or is it just the 3DS can't handle having that many objects?
I'm not sure. Like, there should be corpses somewhere, but I think all the zombies just kind of fucked right off. Oh wait,
A convenient excuse. Oh,
there's the corpse. There's just one dude. Hey look, more reading.
Oh, yay.
Should give us
Oh,
something to
nope.
work with.
Chris could read this.
Let's see.
Actually, no, Jessica could read this.
Felt cold.
He
Because Chris
actually gave
gave
it to her.
If that's where they are, this mine.
That's
should
great.
be there.
Poor Chris. Also, sneaky secret here. What? There it is.
See, you think you couldn't find it because it's inaccessible.
Yeah, you think.
Very sneaky.
I find it weird that these crates are just tactically placed while everything else is a fucking disaster.
Well, you know, you gotta be careful with your crates, because they break, like, they just combust at the smallest touch from a knife.
Jessica, I need a hand.
Do you really need assistance, Chris? I mean, look at those guns.
I liked these, co-op little things like this.
That never actually mattered.
Yeah. But yeah, they're just cute and funny, I don't know.
This cave is too cold.
You should have worn your thermal underwear.
Jessica really doesn't like clothes. I mean, who wears a mini skirt in winter?
I just like Chris's, stupid jokes.
Chris doesn't care much about anyone not Jill.
So this takes place, like, shortly before the Queen Zenobia stuff?
Yeah, this is what should motivate Chris and Chris and Parker. Jill and Parker. Ah,
Jill and Parker.
Ah. This is what motivates them to go to the Queen Zenobia.
Hoarding these things?
Alright, very good.
Looks that way, doesn't it?
Also, another staple of Resident Evil, dogs.
Yeah.
Careful.
We have to stop them.
It's the
before anyone
dog.
gets hurt.
Yes, they have many blades on their ribcage. They seriously do. Also, is it me or does Chris have more camera clearance than Jill? Because we see a lot more Chris than Jill.
Yeah, I guess you've got to, like, keep Chris's entire body in frame.
Yeah. Either that or his body's just so huge that it takes up the frame. Gotta be really quick on scanning the dogs because they don't leave a body behind.
I actually didn't even know you could scan them. There you go.
Professional Resident Evil player. I don't know. Like, it's really so weird to watch and see me how I'm so overly compulsive with scanning. Ugh.
At least you weren't me when they're playing the 3DS version, because it's controlled by the gyroscope, so you just, like,
Aw.
fling your face around like an idiot.
That's awful. Who thought that was a good idea?
Well, you gotta use the gimmicks. If you don't, then, you know, you're fucked.
Then you don't have a good video game if you don't have gimmicks. Oh, sarcasm. Also, if you could barely tell, there are black dogs among these guys, and they suck hard. They are beefy, and I believe they constantly summon wolves if you don't take them out.
I believe we'll actually see that coming up soon.
Yeah, yeah. Also, here's the BOW decoy.
I think I used these a fair bit.
Yeah, you're kind of obligated to use them in this area, I believe, but it'd be a fun grenade if they weren't so piss weak.
Well, it's supposed to, you know, distract them rather than, you know...
Yeah, maybe. Also, I realized at this point that I only have one BOW grenade. Come on. I think what happened is that I had full handgun ammo and the game wouldn't let me take it. Man, shotguns are just so satisfying in this game. They sound good and then they throw everyone around. It's great.
I really like all the weapons in this game, actually.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
a
they're all, like, very, They have a nice feel to them.
They have a good variety. I like them.
It's got good game feel.
I'm gonna have to cut that out.
Oh, you're too lazy to do that.
Maybe. Big Dog doesn't give much scan material. That's disappointing.
Unless you scan them while they're alive. But that
And then
is,
chewing your
you know,
face off.
Yeah, that takes a lot of bravery.
Chris, what are you doing? Just sit tight. I gotta scan this for 30%. There's a lot of stuff here. It's like they were preparing to fight off zombies when their zombie plane crashed. Go figure.
How convenient.
It's like building a corporation based around zombies is a bad idea.
So, Jill, was it?
Was what? Stay focused.
She was your partner before, right?
Yeah, my partner from before. What about it?
I was, you know...
God, Jessica's such a shallow bitch.
Chris is very, very thick.
I just like you could tell she's so jealous and Chris is like, yeah, whatever, mission, let's go.
Hmm.
That jump seems like something you would... That jump seemed like something that would be good for hiding stuff there, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Capcom doesn't have that foresight
They don't really
anymore.
need to hide anything, because they just littered shit all over the place.
That's
anyway.
true. Like this. That's not treacherous at all.
Reminds me of, I guess because it is the obligatory ice level, it reminds me of Findara Drifts from Metroid Prime.
Never played Metroid Prime. Also, fuck.
Chris, are you okay?
It's just my leg. I'm not
Did
going
someone order a completely stationary tower defense segment? I think so.
This
Or-
part killed me so many fucking times.
Well, all you need to do is throw a grenade at yourself and you'll be fine. I mean, it worked for
Why
me.
didn't I think of that?
Also, the zombies are pretty piss weak in this version. Like, 1 or 2 handgun bullets take them out easy.
Yeah, it's weird. Also, I think this is the only time that you're ever, like, stationary like this.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird that they introduced, like, a, you know, your hurt mechanic and then never use it.
I think they did that to make Chris seem more vulnerable and not complete badass. Like, oh, this guy could be injured too. Let's give him a sprained ankle for a time limit. Oh yeah, he's over there. Hello. Goodbye. I really don't like this part sometimes just because it just seems like there's really no way to avoid damage.
Yeah, like, it's really, really, really difficult.
Also, Jessica, I don't think anyone cares about your sweet ass. Jill's is better. Like, what kind of special agent says that?
I don't know. I think Chris is just completely insane. Like, maybe they don't even, like, hire Chris. Maybe he's just, like, you know...
He's just kind of there, the janitor. Also,
Yeah,
see all those
and, like,
dogs?
he thinks he's going on missions. Or he's, like, the leader of the BSA's, like, mentally handicapped cousin, and they give him a job just because they feel bad for him.
That's terrible. But it would explain a lot. Also, did you know that you can melee in this mode?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either until that, like, specific segment.
Okay.
Well, you were just mashing it to try and, like, figure it out.
Up again, but
I was, like, trying to shoot bullets.
do you trust me as much as Jill?
There's no need to compare. I trust you both. Besides, trust is built through actions.
Oh, more callbacks to Resident Evil 5, a game in the future.
The job, isn't it?
This game really loves its callbacks now that I'm looking at this again.
Either that or every woman in Resident Evil is just incredibly shallow and needs Chris's approval for everything.
I think Jessica just has trust issues. Like, out of all the new characters, I think I don't like her at all. While everybody else has some, like, semblance of enjoyment. Even
Yeah.
even
I
that
like some
old
of her
dude.
lines, but she's not that great. I prefer David Bowie and Parker.
Yeah, David Bowie is probably one of the better characters.
See, when I see all this co-op stuff, I have to wonder, like, was this originally intended to be a co-op game?
I think it was meant to have co-op for everything, but they couldn't include it in the span of the 3DS cards, so they just kind of regaled it to raid mode.
That's their hideout.
Well, I don't know, because, like, the 3DS can do co-op, that's why it's got raid mode, so, like, it should be able to do this.
It's so weird. I don't know.
It might have gotten rushed out just because, like, there were no good 3DS games at the time, so, you know, Nintendo's like, get us a good one.
I read you, sir.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right. Where are you?
Also, Chris's mustache is susceptible to frost. Or-
Mustache technology.
Damn it.
Yes. Emergent mustache freezing.
What do you mean?
That's what this game was made for.
I sent Jill and Parker to the Mediterranean on faulty intel, and now I've lost contact with them. I haven't heard from them since.
How? What's going on?
Chris, you better look at this.
I think if Chris looked at that, he wouldn't be able to interpret it.
It's impossible.
Like, I
Velcro.
I bet he looked at that and was just like, that's impossible. Yellow isn't a color. It's a banana.
Then stories of their resurrection are true. If that's the case, then...
Then the setup that got Jill and Parker. It was all...
Yeah, I'd almost guarantee it.
O'Brien, we'll go after Jill and Parker. I hope that's not a problem.
Not at all. Make your way to the Mediterranean, and we'll keep you posted.
Any idea what's going on?
We'll sort it out later.
Wait a minute.
To move.
I thought Jill and Parker were looking for Chris. And what's her face?
I think they were
This
just
is
going through
mysterious.
a tunnel. I think they were just going through a tunnel, and then O'Brien was like, oh shit, we lost communications with them. They're there somewhere.
Oh, I was trying to set it up as like a mystery, but oh well. Good job fucking that up.
It's simple. Chris is just dumb.